Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Division 1 playoffs. This is it. This is for all the marbles for ultimate Division 1 glory in Season 8 of the ECC. We have Donkey Punch facing Zero Mercy in the Grand Finals. My name is Machtfish, and I'm joined once again by Herbie. How you doing, man?
Really excited to see this Division 1 final now. Donkey Punch playing for the first and only time tonight. And they do, of course, have that one-game advantage that has come as a result of their progress through the winners' bracket. Consecutive reverse sweeps to get to this point. What a run they've had so far, but they've now got to contend with a Zero Mercy team that has come roaring out of the lower.
Yes, they have indeed been roaring through that lower bracket and have been tearing apart every bit of opposition there was. First Rocket Core Neptune, then then Ascension Kyrios. Now we've just seen them fly past Wookiee Esports, and the next and last target in their sights is Donkey Punch. This is the number 2 seed from Division 1.2 in Donkey Punch versus the number 2 seed from Division 1. So actually, both of the quote-unquote underdogs making it through to the grand final here.
Yeah, so who can you even call the underdog in this scenario? You would want to call it Zero Mercy just by virtue of the one-game disadvantage that they're going to have from the off, and of course, the fashion in which Donkey Punch has reached this point does suggest that there is a little something more to them than just their second seed in league play. But it's not like we have any previous to compare between these two teams. They're both still from opposite ends of Division 1, as you mentioned, both number 2 seeds and both with a identical record in league play of 7-2. There isn't much to separate these sides.
I mean, the only thing we could go off of is the playoff bracket, and maybe we could have a slow look at that one for the time being, because while they haven't played themselves each other in league play, they have played the same opponents in this playoff tournament. They've both played Wookiee Esports, Donkey Punch needing to go to game 7 and completing a reverse sweep, whereas Zero Mercy could do it in game number 6. So I don't know. That is the most random and the slimmest of indicators of how the series might go. But you cannot underestimate that the one match advantage that Donkey Punch comes in here with.
Perhaps that is going to affect the tactics that they come in here with. They haven't led in a series at any point so far in the playoffs, but they're going to have no choice now. They are 1-0 up already. They're going to be playing from the front against a Zero Mercy team that is very much warmed up by this point and has already won consecutive best of 7s to get here. How are they going to cope with the series lead? What will they do to try and put Zero Mercy on the back foot?
I think for Donkey Punch, it's going to be very, very crucial to just break that momentum of Zero Mercy. Wookiee Esports couldn't do it, even though they've won a very long game 1 overtime. Ascension Kyrios couldn't do it. And RC Neptune couldn't do it. And now Donkey Punch are being tasked with doing what no one could have done in the losers bracket. They need to break that momentum. They need to break Zero Mercy's spirit. And for a team that's been that strong this entire playoffs, this seems like a tough task.
Well, Donkey Punch's roster in particular holds a special place in my heart as the head admin of Rocket Sundays. Arch and Nulle, as a pair, were the Season 8 champions of Rocket Sundays, and to get to that stage, they were very much a meme team, to call it that. They were not bothered at any point by going down in matches. They always kept the attitude going through, that they believed in themselves to win, and they ended up taking that grand final in a Game 7 overtime. So that's a perfectly good indicator that the clutch factor is present for both of these players, and I'm sure Moggy has settled very well into that free over the course of the season.
Yeah, Moggy, of course, a player that is also very capable of slotting in wherever his team needs him. He can whip out the solo plays, but he's first and foremost a player that tries to help out his teammates wherever possible. And I think that's just a perfect combination of two players that are really they do care, but they aren't fazed by anything or by being behind. Versus Zero Mercy, who also seem to have a very strong mentality on the one hand, but after 2 best-of-7s, they swept the first one, but a game 6 now with 3 long overtimes. When is fatigue setting in? Adrenaline can't pump for that long without hitting a cliff.
Well, my prediction for this series is plain and simple. I'm going for Donkey Punch to just sweep through this. Zero Mercy have done very well to get to this point, but I've just got a feeling they're going to run into a Donkey Punch team that will have oodles of confidence, and even if they're put under some early pressure in the opening game, to power through it and take game 2, technically speaking, of the series, and then from that point onwards, Zero Mercy will be really backs to the wall.
Yeah, Zero Mercy is definitely going to have a tall order, but they've already climbed one big mountain in Wookiee Esports, and I think they might be able to do it here again, although my money is on Donkey Punch as well for this series. Zero Mercy have continuously impressed me, even though I thought every time now these opponents are going to be one step too far. But even though Patink, King Alice, and Yota might not be individually and mechanically the best players, sometimes the sum of the team is greater than the sum of its parts, and I think that's what we're seeing here with Zero Mercy.
Well, the waiting, I'm sure, is almost over as we prepare to begin this series. And Zero Mercy, they'll look for the first goal of this game too. It looks like we are about to get underway now, as it's Donkey Punch against Zero Mercy in the Division 1 Playoffs Grand Finals.
And as Div 1 Grand Finals, Zero Mercy are at a 1-0 deficit for coming from the losers bracket. Donkey Punch with the first kickoff win, but is immediately in their corner as there's trying to be a quick attack here from Zero Mercy. Moggy bullies it through Yota, gets it past King Alice. No, King Alice can adjust. And Yota once again with those demo plays that have been so crucial in their win against Wookiee Esports, just demoing and keeping the goalkeeper away. It's now Moggy's Arch X, who's renamed himself Poggy. I hate you so much. Just trying to get demoed, trying to evade a demo there from Yota. Just that's maybe a strategy to maybe tilt Donkey Punch somewhat, to get into their heads and to be like, signal, we are here and we're headed here and we're ready for a scrap.
But there is no goal in the first 45 seconds of the game. Moggy trying to change that, puts the ball into the danger area for Arch. And it's 1-0 to Donkey Punch in a game where they can go 2-0 up in this series. That one game advantage is going to play its part early on, as Zero Mercy will now begin to feel the heat.
Yeah, and a bit of panic on the backside there with the respawn of Patink and Yota just backflipping. Couldn't make the save happen, and this is Donkey Punch taking their first goal after really with one shot only. Not a lot of offense happening beforehand, just didn't really show. But Moggy now taking a quick second one as well. Donkey Punch are showing strength in this early game too.
It's over 1 minute in, and well, if there was any concerns about Donkey Punch being unprepared for this match, being their one and only series of the evening, I think those are unfounded concerns, as they are 2-0 up in the early going here. Zero Mercy are the team to be shell-shocked after they've spent all evening rifling their way past two teams that have played very well in their own right so far in the playoffs, but it's Donkey Punch fully taking control and using the series lead to their advantage.
Yes, but Zero Mercy are no strangers to coming back, though maybe they haven't contended with the team on Donkey Punch's level yet, as Arch puts the ball high and wide into the middle, but there's no one on the end of it. Moggy gets it back into the Zero Mercy corner as King Elise takes control. Arch now with the shot and the double tap, but can't make it happen. Can't get the ball on target. Patink trying to get out of defense. Zero Mercy for the first time today pretty much is caught on defense for a very, very long amount of time. They seem to be panicking. They seem to be getting into their own heads a bit. They need to calm down and to keep it clean.
Yeah, we're almost at the halfway point of this game now, and this is really the first opportunity that Zero Mercy have had to get into the opposition half, but it's sent straight back. Arch looking for Moggy, off the crossbar it goes, and Arch had an opportunity to shoot but let it skip away from them. Nulle keeps the play going, skips past one defender and now has an opportunity to press it into the middle. It will fall for Arch again, and it's another shot that has gone wide over the top of the net. You wonder if that's going to come back to bite Donkey Punch. There is still time in this game for Zero Mercy to come out of their shell.
It's still time. It's only half the game time is gone in this first game that we are playing in this series, as Archex puts it high and wide against the backboard of Zero Mercy. Moggy coming in. There's no one home. Where the fuck are the defenders? Moggy puts it through behind both of them. Hello, rotation from Zero Mercy. That's the first mistake of its kind tonight from them.
And Moggy was perfectly capable of capitalising there, scoring their second goal of the game, involved in the third as well. Big start for them in the opening game of the series, and now we'll see what Zero Mercy can produce. Even if it's just a consolation goal, they're going to want to find something that shows they are present and ready and accounted for in this grand final.
And Yota just trying to do that, showing their presence with a demo on Arch, but it's Moggy who gets the ball down to Nulai, who's been fairly overshadowed by his two teammates, but nonetheless keeping up the rotation, so still a valuable part of the Donkey Punch roster as Moggy now puts it in. Pating tasked with an awkward angle. It's ArchX trying to get it to Moggy. Moggy gets the ball into the middle. There's Nulai there. No, the both the attacker and defender fake each other, both just drive by to go. But Moggy, not Moggy, ArchX with the pinch there against the top of the net. Nearly goes in. That's really unfortunate for them.
And Moggy launches it into the path of Nulai to make it 4-0 now to Donkey Punch. 1:35 to go in game 2 of this series, and this is domination. I can't believe what we're seeing on the part of Zero Mercy. It's a completely different side to the team that has shown such good quality in the previous couple of series. It's disappeared.
Yeah, Donkey Punch just running laps around Zero Mercy at this point in time. Maybe it is the fatigue that is slowly but surely setting in, or maybe they are just taking this one game out as a breather to get composed for the rest of the series. But there's a weak touch from Yota as Nulai gets in here. King Elise has to make something happen, gets it clear, but it's only as far as Moggy. Now Yota is up, beats Moggy in the air, but Nulai in third man position where it's supposed to, gets a great touch, gets a pass in the middle to ArchX. The drop is not quite there, but it's dropping from the ceiling. Where's the follow-up? Where's the defense? No one is there to put it home, but Nulai will turn for it and put the fifth one home for Donkey Punch.
Yeah, watching those last 10 seconds of gameplay unfold, you're just thinking, where have the Zero Mercy defenders gone? It looked like there was only 2 of them there for the duration of the play. This is really coming apart at the seams now. 5-0 to Donkey Punch approaching the final minute of the game, and from their perspective, why not pile it on? This is rattling the bars of the Zero Mercy cage.
Yeah, what I said earlier was you need to somehow crush their spirit, and Donkey Punch is just trying to do exactly that by just piling on the pressure, giving Zero Mercy no breathing room at all, giving Zero Mercy no offense. Zero Mercy still on 0 shots for this entire game. So that is how to break someone's spirit. Not only are you keeping them trapped on defense, but you're also not allowing them any opportunities in offense as well.
Moggy to tap it down as Donkey Punch go in search of a 6th goal. Not going to get it anytime soon as it's a double demo from Yota. Zero Mercy would love to create something here in the final 10 seconds just to show that they can do something. They're looking heavily for the bump plays, but that doesn't seem to be phasing Donkey Punch. It will fall for King Ali's, and there was finally a shot on goal. It didn't come to anything. Game 2 is going to finish 5-0 to Donkey Punch.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Donkey Punch needed to just put the foot on the accelerator and never look back. Don't reverse, only go forward. And that's exactly what they've done. 5 goals from 11 shots here. Good conversion rate, and Zero Mercy just no defense, no chance really against the speed and the might of Donkey Punch here.
So the real question is, what do Zero Mercy have left in the tank? It already feels like they've had to come back against adverse situations so far. And this one is certainly no exception now, as Donkey Punch have the lead both from their 1-game advantage, but now outright from game 2, a dominating performance. Maybe the sweep is on the cards.
Yeah, the sweep certainly looks doable, but if Division 1 playoffs told me anything over the past 2 days, is that don't believe in the sweeps. The sweep is a lie. It hasn't happened so rarely, and we've almost always saw the reverse happening, or at least game 6 or 7. So I'm not going to back the sweep as of right now, but it sure looks good from the Donkey Punch team.
And I think we may have a restarted lobby, so that's going to be an opportunity for Zero Mercy to think about what they can do to get themselves back into this series as a whole. A tactical timeout, if you will. And it has to all begin with getting the first goal and the next one having been shut out in game 2. There's one clear path to glory, and that's putting the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, and that path is unfortunately there's 3 Donkey Punch defenders that are going to stay in that path. The defense of Donkey Punch hasn't been tested in this first game at all yet, so we can't really know how that will stack up against the Zero Mercy offense that has been shown to be quite capable in previous series. But Zero Mercy just have to get it out of defense somehow, just maybe clear the ball high and wide, get some boost, and just somehow get back into it because otherwise we're gonna witness another slaughter here.
Yeah, it was what I talked about at the beginning, this unwavering attitude that Arch and Nulle and no doubt Moggy have. And it was very much on display. They did not look phased at all in that game. They need to at least be threatened a little bit by Zero Mercy. It was Donkey Punch executing their game plan to a T.
As they're now going on offense again, it's Moggy with the shot, but Yota is there with the block defense coming up from Zero Mercy in this game. Number 3, you love to see it as Yota now with the offense. There's someone hunting Moggy in it, but the pass is not good enough. It's Noah with the long clear. Artex is there's an open net in front of him. Yota can't get back in time, and that's how you counter-attack, ladies and gentlemen. That is how you make off defense go into offense.
Nobody on hand there for Zero Mercy to receive that ball. Yota was the closest to it. Didn't make it happen, and it's 1-0 to Donkey Punch. Arch on the lengthy pass from Nulle straight down the middle. Easy as you like. Zero Mercy finally will get a shot forwards in this game, but that one isn't going to be challenging the defenders. Now Yota. Yota has been such a key individual for Zero Mercy so far in this series. She needs to try and create some more, maybe work on the demos as well. That seemed to be the only time where Donkey Punch were particularly wavering.
Yeah, and the demo play, the physicality might be Zero Mercy's route back as Yota tries for some mechanical plays. The flip reset just not connecting those past Nulle, but it's a Donkey Punch player already getting up, and now the rotation falling down a bit for Zero Mercy. Moggy is up. Can he beat King Elise? No, he cannot. But Nulle is in the back, ready to collect, but it's dunked by Yota immediately. King Elise with the open net. Can't get the power. It doesn't matter. The ball is in anyway, and Zero Mercy up their first goal of the series.
Hello, Zero Mercy, and it's come from that block there made by Yota. Nulle had the clearance in hand right up until the Zero Mercy player chased it down, and it freed up the ball for King Alice to strike a punch against Donkey Punch. That is a huge goal for Zero Mercy, but they've got a way to go yet. They need to add to that total.
Yeah, but now they've seen for themselves that they can do it, that Donkey Punch isn't an immovable force and isn't an immovable object, but they're going to have it difficult if they keep screwing up defense like this. Now Yota looking for Patink in the middle. Moggy getting a block there, and it's falling back to Nulle, who takes his time. Now that has been put into his brain by his coach Havoc to take your time when you have it, but Nulle is now being forced on defense again taking control, baiting in King Elise as there's no follow-up coming from Yota. Bump is happening from Arch, gets the demo there crucially on King Elise as Donkey Punch mount another attack.
Yeah, there are 4 shots on goal for Zero Mercy in this game, which marks a considerable improvement over the previous one, so I'm thinking things may have settled down. Donkey Punch are the more likely to score at the moment, and Patink's clearance, real dangerous stuff there, but it ends up falling onto the car of Yota, who still has work to do. He gets it from Arch into midfield for Patink to shoot. Nulle taps it down, and that's going to concede possession to Patink, who tried to go underneath the defender, but Nulle was having none of that. Now Yota from the right wing has King Ali's middle, decides to leave it off, and King Ali's will punch it to the centre. And there was a demo along the goal line there. They may still get something from this. Into the middle for Patink! And Zero Mercy working their magic in the offensive third. They have a goal to show for it.
As Yota opens up her backpack and says, Zero Mercy players, come into it. I got your back with the demo and then the assist for Patink here. Zero Mercy being absolutely effective on offense. Not a lot of chances created, but the little chances they do have, they do put in for the 2-1 lead now in game number 3.
Patink is going to try and improve upon that immediately, but that ball has really skipped away from them at speed. It will be Yota's responsibility to send forwards again. Back to the halfway line it comes for King Alice, who looked to their left for the passing play. Maybe it was taken back by Donkey Punch, but suddenly it's the team in blue that is struggling to string passes together.
Yeah, suddenly Donkey Punch is struggling a lot, but Yota and King Elise can't put that one in. Unfortunately, the goal was wide open there. No, Moggy in the air, scary prospect. Gets the flip reset, gets a huge flip reset there. Misses the net by like the slimmest of margins against the post as King Elise transitions out of defense, but Moggy already back on defensive duties as he gets back into offense as well. Yota has to scramble back, gets a great save across the net though to get that ball out. In 1 minute 30 left on the clock and Donkey Punch need to score.
Yeah, that was the first real chance that Moggy had in this game, and it was a save that Jota felt was comfortable enough. I would like to see Moggy creating more for Donkey Punch in this one, as they did in the first game. They were the focal point of the attack, but I'm not really seeing that as much as we approach the final minute. Nulle steals possession back and tried to slip in behind the defence, but it was pinched all the way clear in the direction of Arch, who left it off for Moggy, and that was a hospital pass in effect as Moggy took the demo en route as we approach the final minute.
Final minute is coming upon us as Donkey Punch once again in the attacking third. Nulle still very much in control, gets bumped by King Elise. Now Yota takes it high. Double commit by her and King Elise. It doesn't get punished. Patink is up, gets it on the back, but King Elise maybe with a drop. Can't get it down, but gets it back to Patink, in fact, who lays it off, trying to go find Yota there. Zero Mercy being like the best defense is the prolonged period of offense, and they're trying to keep the ball as far away from their own goal as humanly possible.
Into the last 30 seconds we go now. Donkey Punch looking for the leveller. Arch with a bump on the goal line, and that is going to do it. Moggy has tied this game up for Donkey Punch, and it really didn't look like there was a chance on, but that interference in midfield worked magic, and Patink had a difficult save to make and couldn't manage it. 2-2.
Not only did Arch get the demo, but he also got the bump on Yota to deny her the aerial, and that is the equalizer that Donkey Punch needed, with the physical play proving crucial here for both teams as this ball is dropping down now. But I believe we might be heading into another overtime, but if the last year is anything to go by, Zero Mercy seem to be very capable of winning long overtimes.
Looks like this ball is going to drop. We have overtime in game 3 of this series in Zero Mercy. I don't think they'll fancy another long overtime with what they've had to go through. They want to get it done quickly, and they're looking like it at the beginning as Patink put a shot on. Yota deflects it away from the corner. Arch will take it back. They've got Moggy rushing down the left wing, no boost, and now they do pick up the corner under immediate pressure from Yota, but they'll still get it down into the centre. King Elise makes the clear over to the wing and skips past Nulle as well. Arch has it back along the line. Through midfield, off the back wall it goes. Arch was looking for the bump on Yota but couldn't manage it, and we have no goal in the first 30 seconds.
We have no goal, but Donkey Punch has shown some good pressure. As now the passing plays coming on, and the ball is in! Arch X! Unfortunate bounce from the post into the back of his car. Great placement from King Elise, and for once, Zero Mercy take a quick OT win.
So close there for Arch to making the save. In this overtime, it really could have been Donkey Punch going 3-0 up in the series. A nigh unassailable lead, unless, of course, you're one of the teams that likes to reverse sweep in the Div 1 playoffs. But nonetheless, it's a 2-1 series now. Zero Mercy, once again, have fought back against adversity and taken an overtime win. Donkey Punch now will be on the back foot in the next one, and it'll be interesting to see how they respond to that.
It's a difficult one to lose because, I mean, Donkey Punch has been setting up the goals for Zero Mercy, of course, accidentally, but nonetheless. The first one from King Elise was after a bad 50 into the ceiling, and now the third one was from Patink, where the clearance against the post, and then Arjex unfortunately putting the ball in himself. So that's two very, very tough goals to concede here for Donkey Punch, and I wonder how they might bounce from that, and how they might come back, because mentally this must be very, very difficult.
Well, we have talked about their attitude on numerous occasions already, and we'll see if that comes to fruition, as I'm sure any other team would be struggling in the following game of the series. But if Donkey Punch are truly a free and easy team, they'll fight back in this next game of the series and take the opportunity to put themselves on the brink of overall victory. But Zero Mercy are the obstacle standing in their way.
Zero Mercy are the obstacle, and the obstacle has grown larger over time. It's like a sponge dinosaur that if you add water, it just grows and grows and grows. That is what Zero Mercy is doing right now. It's now King Elise and Patink have to scramble back the ball against the post. No, I can't fight the shot. Yota with the clear. Is that heading in? No, it's slightly wide. That overcommit nearly costing Donkey Punch here in this game number 4. But it's not over yet. The pass in the middle is there. It's a bit too far forward. Yota and Zero Mercy with some great chances here to open game number 4.
But they don't have a goal to show for it yet, and Donkey Punch will be liking the sound of that. They can strike at any moment, as we've seen all three players are capable of creating an opportunity individually. Not getting the opportunity to control the ball though. Arch will finally have an opportunity to cut inside, but it's taken back. Patink onto Nulle. Arch taps it back and Yota takes it away. Moggy has to make that defensive clearance and Arch has put it into the path of Patink. Bottom left corner, and it's another shot where Donkey Punch have turned possession over. Zero Mercy have said thank you very much and they lead 1-0.
Yeah, and Patink, just the positioning that has been so crucial against Wookiee Esports earlier is showing to be great. Again, it's being on point. It's being to read your opponent, reading those passes, and Patink just being in the perfect position there for that shot from RX to get that away. And now maybe Donkey Punch are looking at a 2-goal deficit, but no, there's not being made contact by Yota.
Patink will lay the ball off for Yota. Over to the far wing it goes, where Moggy is on hand to receive it, looking to slap the pass across midfield. It comes back to Moggy for the shot, but it didn't have enough power on it, so it'll be Nulle instead to try and centre this one, but the teammates haven't really recovered in time. Now they might be able to kickstart an attack from their own half, but it's a tricky interception to be made there by Moggy. And Patink really pressing for those bumps along the goal line, but it's not going to come to anything. It will be Yota from the left wing. A creative touch to put it all the way into the corner. As Zero Mercy are trying to go 2-0 up here. King Ali's will centre it, but Arch had the demo in midfield that will prevent Yota from getting the shot on target.
It's still very much in the dance floor and in the danger zone, but Moggy gets the boost grab as well and gets the ball out. Yota there to intercept RX with the touch into the corners. Patink was again hunting for those demos on the goal line. They've really found something, they think, Zero Mercy, with those physical plays, and they're pressing down on them at every opportunity now. It's Yota brings the ball forward, RX into the corner, Nulle being immediately challenged by King Elise. Maybe he can get back for a pass. No, it's Moggy in the double commit as well. The shot is there, but Nulle can recover in time to get that away and now transition into offense himself.
King Ali's picks up the corner boost as well, beats two players on the sidewall. They'll drag it towards the middle. Moggy makes a crucial save and it will pop out to the left side. Arch with a demo there that allows Donkey Puncher to clear their lines. Nulle was the next player up in midfield, but the ball never reached him as Zero Mercy kept it in the air. Now Arch. Off the backboard it goes. Yota clears it out to the right wing. Nulle did their best to take it back, and the pinch heads in the direction of Patink, who has a rough touch to make, and Arch will put it middle, but Nulle couldn't get the shot on target. Still, it's 1-0 to Zero Mercy in this game. It's a lower scoring affair. They look to be in control of it, but that could change at any moment as Donkey Puncher are now beginning to apply the pressure themselves.
Donkey Punch now trying to apply as much pressure as they can, but Zero Mercy holding strong thus far. It's Nulle keeping that ball in the offensive territory, looking for the demos from Yota. It works as well as she's tripping over the post. RX gets the demo on her for good measure, as now Moggy, maybe with the Doom's Edition. No, Patink is up, but he can't recover from the back. Well, the shot is there, and a bit of a rubber band there as RX puts it in for the equalizer. 1-0 in this game number 4.
It was a bit of a weak touch from Patink, and there wasn't too much they could do about it. It was a rough clearance to be made, coming all the way from the ground to do it. The absence of backboard defending comes back to bite Zero Mercy, and it's 1-1 now. Donkey Punch score a goal. They're looking to get a second here. Moggy cuts inside. Huge save there made by King Ali's, and there might be a chance for Zero Mercy to strike at speed on the counter-attack, but not that speedy. Yota pinches it all the way over to the far corner. King Ali's will try and send it back, but there is nothing doing on this play.
But Patink just immediately gets it back into enemy territory. It's Arch who keeps it up. King Elise, from the backboard. There's the backboard defense. They've learned from their mistakes. Patink gets a crucial demo on the third man, but King Elise can't flick it over Moggy, who's been rushing in to cover that position, who's now got a shot. It's looking good. It's looking more than good. It's looking perfect to the top bins.
That is a fantastic finish from Moggy there. Read it off the corner and took it on at a very funky angle. The defenders won't have been expecting that, and Donkey Punch have the lead with 1:01 on the clock. An opportunity to go 3-1 up in the series, but the question is, will they take it? Zero Mercy have lost this kickoff as well, and they'll have to rotate all the way back to the corner boost. Moggy on this to intercept it, into the path of Arch, off the crossbar. Zero Mercy live and stay 1 goal down.
Zero Mercy still very much alive as Patink gets a weak touch. It's Moggy who takes care of that. King Elise now gets dunked by Archex. Where's Nullai? There's Nullai. Does he have the shot? No, he does not. As Patink and Yota are trying for the pinch. The pass goes out to King Elise, though, from Yota. Unfortunately, no pinch being made. Now Patink with the shot, but Nullai is more than equal to it. Gets a strong clear across as Arch is pre-jumping that and has the read for it as well. Now Arch again taking control, getting it past King Elise, getting it to Moggy, gets it over one. Can he get it over Yota? No, but Nullai is there for the block. King Elise has to jump in from the side as Patink now on the sidewalk can't really make contact with it, and Donkey Punch will try their best to see this game number 4 out as they move maybe onto series points.
Ball stays up for the time being. Yota keeps it in the air, moves it into the middle for Patink, and Arch just wants to dunk this into the ground. King Elise keeps it up. Nullai is the next player to touch this one. Moggy keeps it up. They want the third goal. They might get a third goal. It's Arch onto the assist from Moggy. What a way to cap off this game, and the game victory goes to Donkey Punch.
The game victory in game number 4 goes to Donkey Punch, and it is looking very desperate now for Zero Mercy, after they're also carrying some sort of technical issues. One of the players, Patink, having some internet problems. They quickly need to restart their router, though. So in the meantime, what do we have to see from Zero Mercy now to get back into the series? Because Donkey Punch, after their blunder in game number 3, they seem to come back very strongly here in game number 4.
Well, on paper, we have to see 3 consecutive game wins for Zero Mercy, and they're not strangers to doing that by any stretch. They almost reverse swept Wookiee Esports in the winners bracket round 1. Of course, they swept Ascension Curios at the beginning of today's Division 1 section of the stream. That was a very good performance as well, but no better time than in the grand finals to show off what you can really do. And hopefully for Zero Mercy, of course, they can arrest any issues that may come as a result of internet problems.
Yeah, and I think it's very, very unfortunate for them to have those problems. However, I don't think it has had that much effect on the series. Maybe mentally, but on the field, you didn't really see any of it from Patink especially. So they'll take the break, and if the internet has been acting up, they definitely want to restart the router and have it working. But it's still looking desperate. But the break here might be actually working quite well in Zero Mercy's favor.
Well, that's what they'll hope, because Donkey Punch will be very high on confidence at the moment. They know they've got 3 opportunities to take home the Division 1 playoffs title and seal the deal, promoting to the Champions Conference with that title but under their belts. And they would be very good value for it. We've been very impressed by what they've had to offer over the last couple of days of the playoffs, and this series is no exception.
Yeah, the series really showing why Donkey Punch is in this grand final spot, why they've made it through the upper bracket, why they've won 2 game 7s, not only simple game 7s, but reverse sweeps as well. So both of these, so Donkey Punch is showing their true metal, showing their spirit, and getting the results when it needs and when they need to. And it seems like they are seeing that they are on the verge of winning this grand finals as well. They might just go all the way coming from the winners bracket.
I do have a feeling we're going to see plenty of high octane attacking in the early going from Donkey Punch in this one, because when you have a championship point like this, you want to grasp it, really take hold of the opportunity, get the lead early on, and never look back in a game that can potentially clinch you the title. And if that does happen, Zero Mercy to be put on the back foot in the first couple of minutes in this game will be very damaging for them. They want to do exactly what Donkey Punch will set off in search of.
All right, yeah. I mean, Zero Mercy, they just need to break the momentum as quickly as they possibly can. And to do that, of course, they had that once a game against the Wookiee Esports where they just put in like 3 goals within the first 30 seconds. And I feel like they need a strong start like that to really start to believe in themselves that they can come back from this, that they can they can get that series win and can get the game wins necessary to bring that series into a game 7, because that is their only out now for winning the grand finals.
And if they do that, they're going to have to stop Moggy. Moggy has been the key player for Donkey Punch so far in the series. Of course, Arch and Nullo have both had their moments over the course of this, but Moggy has been nigh unstoppable whenever they've dragged the ball forwards on the attack, and they've hit a couple of really nice angles on goals in the series. They've pretty much had the ball where they want it, whenever they want it.
Yeah, and Moggy, as I said, just great, but especially, like, Moggy has been great, but I want to turn the view to Nolai, who's been a bit quieter, but just keeping everything together, just being that third man as a team, just a full-on team player, allowing and enabling his teammates Archex and Moggy to feel confident that even if they screw up on offense, even if they don't get the touches or if they don't get the passes, that they are able to rely on someone who's going to clean after them, and that one is Nolai. So as important as Moggy is on offense, I think Nolai is the backbone of that team.
Well, we've highlighted key individuals for Donkey Punch, and one of them could make themselves a hero here in Utopia Coliseum as its match point. Donkey Punch can take this Division 1 Playoffs Grand Final in 5 games. Zero Mercy will not be willing to give up. They've won consecutive games before in the playoffs, and they're going to have to do it again.
The only out is Game 7 as Yota gets it underneath Moggy. Yota, the key player for Zero Mercy that we pointed out earlier, and she makes an immediate impact here in game number 5 as she scores the opening goal.
Going underneath Moggy with the shot there was the only angle where it was going to work, as Moggy actually made a really good challenge. Creative finish there from Yota. She deserved that goal, and now 1-0 to Zero Mercy just 20 seconds into the opener. It's a real statement of intent in the direction of Donkey Punch, who would have been hoping for a quick start of their own, but they have been pegged back and they need to refocus themselves.
Zero Mercy just saying, we are not done yet with this series. We still have to believe in ourselves that we can beat you, and they're trying their damnedest as now there's a pass going to King Elite, who's up in the air. Switch to the Fennec from the Octane, didn't fit it anymore. Maybe it was a good decision as he nearly gets it over Nulai, who's got his team's back once again by keeping that ball out. And now third man from Zero Mercy has been overcommitting, and Moggy takes the first goal for Donkey Punch. Equalizer, 1-1.
Well, I talked about Moggy popping up in those key positions and finishing, but it was the pass from your key player, Nulai, there, down the left wing into the danger area where Moggy was lurking. And it's 1-1 now. Donkey Punch have the leveller. Not even a minute played in this one. Is there a kickoff goal for Yota? That one hits the post. Moggy will clear it away off the ceiling, but they dropped it down into a rough spot. King Ali's got the touch on it, but was demoed for their troubles. Now a chance for Yota in midfield, but Arch follows through on the challenge attempt and gives it over to Moggy in the corner, where they were so dangerous just 30 seconds ago. Now trying to turn playmaker for Nullo, but nothing doing here for Donkey Punch.
Donkey Punch scrambling on the way back. It's Yota who's setting up Patink maybe, but doesn't have the jump of just moving too quickly for his own good, as he's bumping Nulai now as third man. It's Archex versus Yota on the 50. King Elise will collect that one, is forcing in Nulai. The shot's on target, but Patink is there to make the save and gets it over Moggy as well to get out of defense, but Archex is already there to collect. The rotation of Donkey Punch is coming in clutch right now.
King Ali's up from the ceiling. Arch, really difficult angle to be taking that on, but they've made it work and they pop the ball over to Nullo in the corner. Nullo now has Arch to their right looking for the pass, but they're blocked down not by once but by 2 Zero Mercy players. Moggy will choose the other corner to try and escape the half for Donkey Punch, and they have done so now. Arch pinching through midfield, and Moggy followed through on their touch, but no shot goalwards yet for Donkey Punch. Arch just trying to keep the pressure on us. We're seeing a lot of 50s between both of these teams, but hello, here's a chance for King Ali's from the ceiling. It's going to go all the way into the net, restoring the lead for Zero Mercy.
What a 50 from King Elise over Moggy, gets the dunk on it, and Arch can't race back in time. Would have made the save happen anyway with King Elise right on top of him, and that is the goal that Donkey Punch was so desperately trying to avoid, and that is the goal that Zero Mercy so desperately craved.
All the way over to the far side now, and it will be Zero Mercy looking for another goal in this game. Some light between the two teams, and the 2-goal advantage would be massive for them. Nullo rotated onto the back post to save this one. King Ali shoots off the backboard for Patink. It's going to fall back for Jota in the defensive third. And they need to be very careful at the back here. Nice ball off the sidewall, but they miss on the follow-up touch. They'll tap it down into midfield for King Ali's to try and shoot instead. Lifts it over to the far corner, gets it back again, and it's a bump on the goal line. Huge save there, made by Arch. I don't think they knew anything about that one, but they do keep it out.
They do keep it out as Moggy is trying for a wrong late shot. Nearly the own goal here from King Ali, who was also evading that demo that Jota couldn't avoid just now. It's a good 50 here against Nulla. It's Patinka, but Moggy beats him comfortably. Jota takes control in the corner. It's only as far as Arch though. Patink taking his time, but is beaten by Moggy. Now caught in awkward position. King Ali's has to flip in, does get a bump on it, and does get a shot away from Nulla. It's donkey punch pressure all the way right now, as Zero Mercy have to somehow clear the lines as they do that right now.
Patink will get it back again and try and shoot for that bottom left corner. Pinched back, headed all the way in. It's Nulle tying the game up with 1:23 to go. Not a goal that Zero Mercy will want to see again. Donkey Punch have struck from their own goal line.
And Kiwa, that was Jota just completely being out of position for her team as third player, just caught in the corner without boost, can't rotate back in time, and thus we are all equalized here again in game number 5. But Jota trying to make amends for a mistake, can't get the bump on Arch, but it's a double commit coming off from Archex and Nullai 2 times in fact, but it's not being punished right now. Smoy gets a great 50, Nullai is already there, getting the pass maybe into mid. No, he cannot get the dunk over Patink as Patink gets it forward. It's King Ali's to Jota, back to Patink, back to King Ali's perhaps. No, the third pass was there. The third pass should have been taken to King Ali's back, but it wasn't being done. Too selfishly on the attack for Zero Mercy.
Chance now for Donkey Punch to strike in a real dangerous moment of the game. Arch flicks goalwards, and it's cleared out by King Ali's before it could reach the net. But Moggy is on hand to shoot themselves. Tapped into the corner by King Ali's, and 2 players come together to pinch it clear. Arch will take it back again for Donkey Punch, and Jota's missed it! It goes all the way in! It's going to be Arch! 3-2 to Donkey Punch. Just 29 seconds left.
And that's a really painful one to concede, because it really did need to happen. Jota just losing all her calmness, losing all her cool, and just rushing in, trying to find a magical pinch, and then couldn't make contact from the backboard. But it is not done yet. The ball is only the aim is only done when the time at 2 seconds, and Jota completely makes amends for it, completely breaks Archx's axles here with the fake, and gets it over Nulla to boot. That's a great way to come back and equalize this game once again.
2 players beaten there, from 0 to hero again. Jota has kept Zero Mercy in this. What drama in the final minute of this game. Arch from the kickoff is going to try and restore the lead for Donkey Punch. Jota gets possession back, a crunching 50 in the corner. Arch pings it out in the direction of Moggy, who will fancy their chance to shoot from the ceiling, taps it down, and it's intercepted by Patink. Jota makes the interception themselves. Arch gets it back again. Off the corner it goes towards the middle. Cleared out by Patink. Over to King Ali's. And this might not touch the ground yet. Moggy keeps it up. Off the right wing it goes, and King Ali's decides to let it touch the ground. Overtime in game 5. Donkey Punch are 1 goal away.
We have overtime and 1 goal to rule them all in this Division 1 playoffs. It's Moggy taking it over Patink, but King Ali's already there for the block. Nulla has to get up. Does so successfully as Jota is beaten by Arch. It's 1-on-1. Archx versus King Ali's. King Ali's comes out the victor, but it's not done yet. Archx can recover only into the corner. Slurry of attacks here from Donkey Punch within the first 30 seconds of overtime.
Moggy gets it back again off the sidewall. Awkward touch by Patink. Nobody on hand to capitalise. Nulle is now into the play. Off the backboard it goes in the direction of Arch, who gets it back again off Patink. All 3 players for Zero Mercy on this right wing at the moment, but it won't come back to bite them. Instead it's King Ali's over the top. Off the backboard it goes. Cleared out up towards halfway by Moggy. Massive pinch from Jota. Doesn't come across the face of the goal, so King Ali's waits for it in the corner. Puts it in for Patink! Oh, and it's saved by Moggy. It will come back to the back left corner. Donkey Punch still with the chance to win the series.
What a save from Moggy, as is now again Archx versus King Ali's, who waits patiently on the boost, gets the 100, but Patink can't beat Nulla here. Yes, he can. He gets a great 50 there. Can he get the pass into the middle to King Ali's? Yes, not quite. The pass was there, but it was too weak as Yota now versus ArchX. The third one-on-one for ArchX in this overtime. Now he gets a good pass to Moggy, but the shot is not there for Pating, and Zero Mercy can clear the lines. 1:30 played in this overtime now.
Arch gets it back in the corner, but is bumped for their troubles. Patink will tap it down into the middle, and Nulle has to make this clearance, perhaps into the path of Yota. This one is headed goalwards. Is it all the way in? Hits the backboard. King Alice is there. It's on the line, and he scores. Zero Mercy stay in the series.
King Alice keeps his team alive again, and collaboration with the post and another Donkey Punch player. The second time that King Alice has sniped the post, and the post just hurts Donkey Punch quite a bit. It's 3-2 in the series, but this was only the first match point that Zero Mercy had to defend.
Oh, wow. I don't think any of us truly believed that the series could end as quickly as 5 games. Division 1 playoffs have been so dramatic to this point, and Zero Mercy are not willing to go down in this one without a fight. But you're absolutely correct. It was only the first match point. They still need to win another one just to force Game 7. They are still up against the wall, but they've survived in overtime. And at least for the time being, that is going to be such a huge relief to them.
And both of Zero Mercy's wins in this game, in this series, have come via the overtime. If it wasn't for that 1-goal advantage that Donkey Punch has by coming through the upper bracket, we would have effectively a best of 3 now. But it is again Zero Mercy with their backs against the walls in game as we come into game number 6. So on Zero Mercy's side and Donkey Punch, what is the key thing they have to improve on to win and to make it to game 7 or to take this series?
I don't think Zero Mercy need to improve upon too much. They did exactly what they needed to get the game win in that one. Sure, it was shaky at times, but they held firm when they needed to. And Yota made a crucial mistake that could have handed the title to Donkey Punch, but made up for it within 6 seconds. So they're holding firm at the moment, and I think the pressure is more on Donkey Punch at the moment. Zero Mercy threw the gauntlet, and they got that overtime winner. They're making a habit of overtime winners in the back end of these playoffs now, and they could have had the first goal there, but Yota didn't turn inside in time.
Yeah, Yota there not really recognizing the shot opportunity that she did have as King Alice puts it away. Yota beats Nulle, still gets a bit of a touch on it. RJX now with the shot. There's no defender home. Nulle is there, but he can't turn it in as Yota takes control here over to King Alice. He gets it over RJX. It's only as far as Nulle, who's got 0 boost himself. So King Alice with a big clear and an area. Moggy caught awkwardly, and it's Yota to take it in. Yota with the first goal of game number 6 and the first goal for Zero Mercy here. 1-0.
And Moggy there caught rotating backwards and literally driving backwards to try and get back into the play. King Alice was alive to that danger and saw the pass over the top into the path of Yota. Straightforward finish in the end. 1-0 to Zero Mercy. Might it be 2-0? Mistouch by Yota. King Alice will have a strike from distance that comes off the backboard. Moggy clears it over to the wing. Patink went for the early interception that is going to ride up along the wall and come off the ceiling. Arch with the shot. Powerful shot. Saved by Yota. 1-0 it stays.
1-0 it stays, but the attack is not done yet as King Alice is awkward. Moggy with the drop, can't get it. Patink needs to jump in, he does so, and clears the ball to the side as Yota now with control. Doesn't get a good ball past ArchX. Patink, huge clear up to Yota. Moggy's awkward, can't make contact, but Nulle is the savior, but he can't keep it out any longer. King Alice with the follow-up, and this is the beginning that Zero Mercy needed.
They're not going to get any credit for it on the goals and assists tally, but what a pass that is into the danger area from Patink. Received by Yota in the middle, and after the first shot, King Alice had a wide open net to shoot at and made no mistake. This is Zero Mercy's best looking game of the series so far. They couldn't have picked a better moment to make it happen.
They couldn't have picked a better moment indeed to try and break Donkey Punch's spirit as they're doing right now. It's Yota takes it over Nulle. RJX and Moggy both up. At least one of them made contact, but now they have to scramble back. It's RJX with a good touch to take it away from Patink, but King Alice takes a shot. It's slightly over the crossbar as Moggy clears Donkey Punch's line, and they're going back into attack here. Patink taking his time, calling on King Alice to come in, and the shot is there. The save is even better than the shot initially from Patink, and it's still 0 goals on the side of Donkey Punch.
Patink now off the back wall. Moggy's missed it. Arch will have to step into the play to make this clear and does so. Yota the defender to receive this one this time. Moggy putting some pressure on, and it will pop all the way over to the far wing. Who's first to this ball? It is Arch, and they may have some net to shoot at if they can dunk it down. Moggy receives it again, but Donkey Punch just can't send anything goalwards at the moment. The pressure may finally be getting to them, and as I say that, the commentator's curse comes up huge there as Nulle gets the first goal of the game for Donkey Punch. They are back into it at the halfway point.
The Cassacre strikes again after an unfortunate bump there, not bump, but bounce from the ball in the corner over King Elise, and Nulle is gladly taking that one to reduce the deficit to only one goal. It might be 0 now if he can get over King Elise. No, he cannot do that, as Donkey Punch still from the kickoff looking to mount another attack.
Yotta from the right side taps it down into the middle. Nulle will get this back. Moggy had rotated quite far forwards on the front point, so that'll allow the opposition to get it back again. Patink directs it downwards. Nulle stops it along the goal line. Still has a player to beat and flicks it past. They've got Moggy on the right side. They decide to cut back to the left. Arch is now arriving in support. Yotta deals with it very well. Carries it all over to the left side and will look for a pinch off the left wing, which they do get. And Zero Mercy now the side putting the pressure on.
Zero Mercy again ascribing to the old wisdom that the best defense is prolonged offense. As Yotta now again with the pinch attempt. Nulle is up, gets it into the corner. There are two players on the back, but for Zero Mercy, quite a scramble here in defense. No clear rotation, but they do make it work. Arch X goes back and lets Moggy take over this one. King Ali is taking control, but the scuffed a landing. It's no danger as of right now. This is now RJX trying to dunk Yotta to no avail though, as Patink can take control in the offense.
Patink can't receive this ball again. Nulle and Moggy have a little bit of a miscommunication perhaps in the corner as to who receives that ball, and Zero Mercy will capitalise on that, keeping the attack going in the front right corner. Patink all the way into the middle and across the goal it flew, but there was nobody on hand to send it in for a 2-goal lead for Zero Mercy, so Donkey Punch is still very much alive in this one. Final minute, Nulle puts it into the middle for Arch. It's from a tight angle, hits the bar. What an opportunity, very nearly put in.
The bar, but also forces out the triple commit from Zero Mercy, so I imagine they are all lacking boost right now. Moggy now with the Admiral gets it over King Elise, but he gets it over the crossbar as well with the block. The prolonged pressure is going to stay now with Arch X controlling the air. Patink is up, gets it over him, again the triple commit, but again it's King Elise, the savior of Zero Mercy.
30 seconds to go now. Yotta puts a shot on. They'd love to get it back again. What a demo that is by Nulle. And Arch will see it out to the right wing. A Zero Mercy player is way out of position here. It's Patink. Can they capitalise on this demo along the goal line? But the ball pops back into midfield. Nulle will have to rush back to receive it. Last 15 seconds. Moggy puts it into the middle, and King Ali's another huge clearance. Their 4th save of the game. Last 10 seconds now. King Ali's makes another interception. They're trying to will their team over the line and force game 7. Still the ball comes back in their direction. Yotta just wants to tap this into the ground and they can't do it. Now they get an extra touch and game 7 is where we're headed.
We are going into game 7. Zero Mercy are not being able to just put down in the ground and put out of their misery. They are still alive in this bracket, somehow making it to game 7 after being so brutally beaten earlier by Donkey Punch. Great mentality from them yet again.
Well, you were very wise to suggest that the sweep would not occur earlier. Instead, Zero Mercy have battled back from 3-1 down in the series. They haven't given in, and Game 7 is where we are headed now. So the only question for you, the resident soothsayer, who's going to win the series now we are here in Game 7?
I honestly don't have a clue. It should be, by all accounts, it should be Donkey Punch taking the series. But Zero Mercy have surprised me all the time. They are such an awkward and difficult opponent to play in players because you can't subdue them. You can't kill them. You can't kill their mentality. They will always believe that they can come back. They will always believe in their own ability to come back. And I don't see that mentality going away anytime soon.
And the longer it's gone on as well, the more difficult it will be for Donkey Punch to try and arrest that momentum that they've come up against. So the first goal of Game 7, no surprise, it's a big one. If Donkey Punch get it, maybe they'll start to play a game more like what we saw at the beginning of the series, that dominating 5-0 performance.
Yeah, earlier performance was quite dominating, as you said, but Zero Mercy just being able to bounce back from that and to get back into the series and to clutch it into Game 7. They now won 2 on the trot here as we go into the 7th game of this Division 1 Grand Final.
While the location has switched to Champions Field for this Game 7, the stuff of legend is generated here. And now, after all these teams have gone through this season, the difficulties of league play, finishing second seeds respectively to teams that have since fallen in the battle to reach this point. Now, for 2 second seeds, it's the opportunity to claim the ultimate glory over the next 5 minutes of Rocket League.
There might not be any money on the line, but there sure is pride and personal glory on the line here for those 2 teams, because both of them already in Champions Division. There is no auto promotion to play for, and there is just that pride, the pride of winning, the pride to display their title. We are the champions, so where better to duke it out than Champions Field for the final time. It is Division 1 Game 7.
Arch makes this clearance all the way to the halfway line where Patink will send it back as it's Zero Mercy looking to strike first here. They are the team with all the momentum, but they don't have a goal just yet. Nulle, without boost, will leave it off for Moggy to try and receive, and now gets a touch. That's an awkward one. Moggy will get it over the halfway line again. Zero Mercy keeping a high defensive line here in Game 7, willing to take risks in search of a crucial goal.
And it's Moggy to take it away over King Ali's, but it's also hitting the crossbar. Now the defense is turning into offense as Nulle has to run back. Gets it just in time. King Ali's putting it against the backboard. Boost steal as well. Yota against the top bins. It's not dropping in. That goal could have been crucial for her.
It will now be Archie's responsibility to take on the mantle of Game 7, but they can't get the ball any further forwards than halfway. How about that for a clearance from Nulle? They'll even chase it down. Off the backboard, it goes into the path of Moggy. Moggy taps it down. Arch will shoot from the left wing. Off the post it goes. Does not cross the line. Somehow it stays scoreless. Moggy will get another shot in, and this one is saved by Yota along the goal line. Arch off the backboard, looking for the double tap. It's in there for Nulle, and Donkey Punch have the first goal.
Donkey Punch just shot after shot after shot, battering the backboard, battering the net, and at some point Zero Mercy just couldn't keep it out anymore, and now they have a mountain to climb against Donkey Punch. They have shown, however, that they can do it, and maybe they'll do it right here from kickoff as it is Yota, but Archex is already well positioned in his net.
Almost a double commit there that led to an own goal. Patink shoots and scores! What a mistake there made by Donkey Punch. I'm not sure what they were doing, but Moggy clattered into Arch on the way across, and Patink was on hand to capitalise, levelling Game 7.
Game 7, as soon as you go ahead, it's already leveled. They wanted to pinch the ball high and wide into the opponent's half, but they just pinched against their own backboard, and that led to disaster. It's an accident is what that was, but it's Moggy who's taking it over to King Ali's, forced to jump, and Patink can't get back in time with Nulle for the clean-up job. The janitor is back, and the janitor cleans up as best as he can.
Now 3:27 to go in this game. Both teams' goals aplenty. I think more of the offensive pressure is going for Donkey Punch. Of course, Zero Mercy's goal came as a result of an error that Donkey Punch made at the back. We'll see if they can take more control of the game now, but it is a kick-off won by Zero Mercy over to the left side. Arch collects it in midfield, can't drag it towards the net. Patink makes the clear and it's taken back by Nulle. Nobody present along the goal line. Moggy! Saved by King Ali's. They've done it so many times in the last couple of games, and no more important than right there.
And it's already, again, the pressure is mounting. It's Moggy with the shot. King Ali's takes the block. It's Patink now to collect. Gets a good 15, retakes ball control. 50 again versus Arch. X is now King Ali's, just high and wide into the enemy corner. Route 1 Rocket League here, just put the ball into the enemy's half. Try to waste a lot of boost for them as you can, as now Yota's got control, but Moggy's already up to deny her anything on that attack. It's 2:38 left on the clock, and Zero Mercy desperately need to score.
And it cuts inside from Arch, but Nulle couldn't receive the pass on the other end, so it'll be Moggy to take it back. 2 defenders up for this one. They'll try and punt it in from distance, and Moggy takes the corner boost in the opposite end. Now taps it down toward the middle. That's really dangerous, but it's cleared out to Patink by the halfway line. Patink now gets it back again. Zero Mercy cannot generate anything consistent going the other way, and Donkey Punch will try and capitalise on that. It's another save by King Ali's along the goal line. Their second of this game 7. They're keeping it 2-1. Yotta now skips past the defender, the demo as well, but the 3-man passing play, they've blown it, and here comes Arch to make it 3-1 for Donkey Punch.
It's really unfortunate. King Ali's there with the pop over his own teammate in Patink, and Arch X just says thank you very much as he rolls that one in. Now 2 goals, 2 minutes, it's very much doable, but they are going to score, and they're going to need to score fast.
King Ali's off the left wing to try and do just that, and Arch has missed it. Might be a chance for Zero Mercy very quickly. Yotta couldn't get the touch on it. Nulle, clutch as ever, up to the halfway line now to try and put Donkey Punch 3 goals to the good. Missing on that occasion. Moggy has it back again off the left wing, and King Ali's taps it back again. Yotta over the top perhaps. Nulle has a save to make, and they do get it over to the far wing.
Patink just trying to keep on the pressure. It's Moggy putting it in the middle. Archex already up is for it, but it called off by Moggy. Now Yotta up to Patink, takes it over against the corner. It's bouncing awkwardly for Nulle as King Ali's is there, puts it in. 3-2. This is very doable with 1 minute 18. King Ali's with the clutch goal here.
Yes, it's still either team's game at this point. Donkey Punch were beginning to pull away, but they've had their 2-goal advantage decreased to a single goal. And with 1:18 to go, you wouldn't go against Zero Mercy to potentially get that. Next kickoff is a big one, and Patink and Nulle come from the same side to receive it. It drops back down into midfield where King Ali's gets a vital touch on it. Patink is the next player into the play. Yotta will have to rotate back for the time being, and Patink takes it on a solo rush, but Nulle clears over the halfway line.
Nulle clears over and uses his own body to block that oncoming defender. As now Patink is up, gets beat by Moggy, and Moggy finds the top corner. The old 2-goal lead is reinstated, but 1 minute left on the clock here.
Yeah, still enough time for Zero Mercy, but that is a real painful goal to concede. You had 20 seconds of keeping it close, but you couldn't generate a shot on target in that time, and King Ali's ran into a massive challenge there on the sidewall. King Ali's will now get this kickoff over to midfield, over to Patink on the far side to try and direct it downwards. They'd love an extra touch from this, but that's going exactly where they don't want it to go. Donkey Punch will now try and drag this over the top. They might have the Division 1 title in their hands. It's Moggy with the second of the game, and it's a 3-goal lead now.
And not only is it Moggy, it's Moggy with the flip reset, the mechanics on point over Yotta, over Patink. King Ali also can't keep it out, and surely that is it from Moggy. That is it for Donkey Punch. That must be the Division 1 title.
40 seconds to go for Zero Mercy to try and make something happen. This is the most difficult adversity they've faced yet. They get a bump through, and King Ali's will launch it down from the halfway line, helped on by Yotta. Into the middle it goes. This is a must-score opportunity, but it's cleared out by Arch as Donkey Punch are maintaining their defensive rotation.
And the Donkey Punch rotation, just defensive rotation turning into offensive rotation on the blink, with the blink of an eye. It's Nulle now with the shot against the back foot, but there's no follow-up coming from either player. Moggy keeping back now again with a lot of boost to work with. Tries to get it past Patink, can't do so. It's Archex getting bumped away, and the final seconds are still dying down, and it is Donkey Punch who take Division 1 glory and to win in Game 7 versus Zero Mercy.
Massive congratulations to Donkey Punch on winning Division 1. They did not make it easy for themselves at any point, with reverse sweeps against Blizzard Wizards in round 1, Wookiee Esports in round 2, and this time it was them letting the lead slip away at the hands of Zero Mercy, who made a habit of that themselves, but they came back when they needed to. In Champions Field, they put 5 goals on the board, and it was enough to see them through to the victory.
And that is it for Division 1. You said it. The Donkey Punch very comfortable with reverse sweeping, but they've always almost been not reverse swept, but they've almost lost a big lead of their own here against Zero Mercy that have been tearing through this playoffs and have shown their mettle and have shown why they are such a opponent you just don't want to play against. It's like a rainy Monday night in Stoke. It's really awkward, and you don't want that.
Well, both of these teams, if they choose to take that seat next season, will be fully deserving of their place in the Champions Conference. Zero mercy, even though they didn't come out on top in this Game 7. It was, after all, just a matter of pride, and the true achievement for both of these teams on paper is that promotion to a higher division.
Yeah, and both of them fully deservedly so. We could look at the bracket for 1 second here, as my neighbor is actually at my doorbell, so I have to go. Be right back. You have to take over, Herbie.
Perhaps I will look at the bracket as an individual, as MacFish's neighbour is clearly in on comedic timing. But now you see it. It's Donkey Punch with the 7-game victory over Zero Mercy in the grand finals of the Division 1 playoffs. Congratulations to them. And you can look at that winners bracket. All Game 7s, we were treated to a fantastic display of Rocket League throughout the Division 1 playoffs. It was massively enjoyable to cast, and there was only the couple of sweeps involving Ascension Kyrios that weren't lengthy matches. Zero Mercy's 4-0 win over Ascension Kyrios in the lower bracket round 3 was how we kicked off our Division 1 playoffs tonight, and they were good value for getting all the way to the grand finals, but couldn't make it happen in that Game 7 as Donkey Punch went 3-0 in that scenario. And of course, if you were just joining us for Division 1, you will have missed the end of the Division 2 playoffs, where ILV Black completed their lower bracket run to beat Rise Esports in 6 games in the grand final there. So we named 2 champions tonight in Slipstream, and it was massively enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, just a great show of skill for all the teams in Division 2 and all the teams in Division 1. They can be really, really proud of what they've achieved. Of course, Donkey Punch, Zero Mercy, and Wookiee Esports going through to Champions Division from Division 1, and Zero Mercy, just what a way. They just came from Division 2, just promoted as champions there, and just got into Division 1 and just tear that division apart, going all the way to the grand final. Just really, really well done from them.
Yeah, it's a real indicator that there is distinct mobility between divisions here in the ECC. It is possible for teams who are newly promoted to still have excellent follow-up seasons in the next division up, and that is a real sign of motivation, I think, for any teams who are out there watching tonight, that no matter what division you end up in the new season, regardless of whether you think you're the underdogs or not, if you fight in every series, you can really make a name for yourself, and that's exactly what Zero Mercy did.
Yeah, and that is all what the ECC is about. And of course, there's no better showcase than what Zero Mercy have just done. It's a really, really great showing from them. But also Donkey Punch here coming in as as the favorites, at least in my eyes, against the Zero Mercy roster, still having to go all the way to Game 7, even though they had that the 1 game advantage. So it's really, really heartbreaking, because in the games they've played, it is still tied 3-3. It's only because of the winners bracket rule that Donkey Punch take this series here in this game number 7. But they've shown their strength, and they've definitely deserved the win here.
Well, Donkey Punch, if they do choose to come back next season in the Champions Conference, we will very much enjoy watching them. There are still 2 divisional playoffs to take care of here at Slipstream in the ECC, and that is, of course, the Champions Conference and the Vortex. That is not anytime soon. That will be coming up on the weekend of Saturday, April the 24th and onwards, and they are sure to provide some real entertainment as well.
Yeah, the Champions Conference, always a bit volatile during league play, but when playoff comes around, they will show that they are they are really, really high ranked teams. They will show us their great plays, surely, on, as you said, in 2 weeks, on that weekend of Saturday the 24th. And then, of course, on Sunday the 25th, there will be the Vortex, the highest division, the bubble scene, getting involved with their playoffs as well. So although we have to take the 1 week break because of ROCS, we watch this space because playoffs are not over yet, and you've seen playoffs can get pretty hype and pretty close.
So I believe that is going to be all from us for this evening, but thank you to everybody in Division 2 and Division 1 who made this season possible for Slipstream, and of course to our sponsor Godalions as well, to all of you viewers in the chat, to Faded, who has streamed the last few matches of this evening, and to the director team as well, who made this all possible. It's been a fantastic playoffs to watch so far. It's not over yet.
It is not over yet, but it is over for Division 1, and it is over for this evening of Rocket League. But if you want to get involved, as Herbie said earlier, anyone can make a run happen. Anyone can get involved in the ECC. Sign-ups for the next season will start around late May. So if you don't have a team, you can find teams in the community as well. We're in the Looking for Team server channels, as well as with just through DMs with other people. And also, if you'd like to provide a bit of money for the prize pool of the ECC, any donation that is being done is greatly appreciated. But also, you can donate 50 cents for free using our Metrino page, the link of which is in the chat right now. So get involved. Maybe we'll see some of you that have been watching next season for ECC Season 9. But that is all she wrote. Division 2, Division 1 is over. Take care, good night, and most importantly during these times, stay healthy.